The issue of immigration continues to cause controversy in the UK. Back in 2010, it played a major factor in the general election, as David Cameron promised to reduce the number of immigrants in the UK. Now, 2 years ahead of the next general election, current policies led by the Conservatives have received strong criticism. Two policies in particular have come under fire. An advertising campaign which targets illegal immigrants with billboards warning them to go home or face arrest, and immigration spot checks at railway stations in areas which are home to a high percentage of ethnic minorities. JN1 spoke to Robert Halfon, a member of the Conservative Party.
There are two classes of immigrants. One set of immigrants who do the right thing, do all the paperwork and everything that they need, and the second set who come in here illegally. So I don't see why it's unreasonable for the government to make that clear on billboards around the country, because it's a criminal offence to be here illegally.
However, the UK Independence Party, or UKIP, believe the current immigration policy is ineffective.
That's not the way to do it. It's not something the British people want, trucks going around frightening people and warning people. Basically, Mr Cameron has lost control of the borders. It won't work, and secondly, it leads to a bad atmosphere.
The UK Home Office has defended the use of the billboards and has also supported the use of spot checks to identify illegal immigrants. According to the government, the checks are based on intelligence. Don Flynn of the Migrants' Rights Network believes that the checks are a form of ethnic profiling.
It was an opportunity to go to an area where a high proportion of people from ethnic minorities travel through there, of whom, if you trawl through enough of them, you might find a few who have got problems with their immigration status.
The mainstream political issue has put pressure on politicians as it has an impact on voters' preferences. A significant number of people in the UK believe the policies of the previous Labour government led to a relaxation of border controls.
They feel completely failed by the Labour Party. Mr Mandelson's already been said that they went out of their way to open the borders for people to come in.
But Labour says it understands immigration needs to be controlled. New proposed Labour policies include reforming access for new migrants to welfare benefits. At the same time, there are those who are sceptical of the Conservatives' approach.
In the past, in the 1960s and the 1970s, it was associated with pretty strong messages about not wanting immigrants and wanting to see people repatriated, that the Conservative Party has a pretty poor track record on this, reawakening memories that they're a nasty party.
The debate surrounding the issue continues, with those who believe immigration is beneficial to the UK and those who argue that a get-tough approach is needed. The government has defended the controversial policies, stating that it has the duty to deport those that do not have the right to live in the UK. This is Celestina Ololode for JN1 in London.